an interesting perspective, right? An analogy that I'm going to use from the Matrix again, right? I don't remember if it was the second or the third Matrix, but you note that they said this in the film multiple times, right? If you need to escape the agents, don't go on the highway, right? And an interesting side note, right? When they made the film, they literally built a strip of highway to film this scene, right? And that's crazy. Just think about it. They built a strip of highway. But that aside, right? Metaphorically speaking, if you are going to be free, right? You cannot go the highway, the motorway, right? Because it's rigid, it's gridded, and it's easy to gridlock, stop, and move traffic how they see fit, the agent, the system, whatever, what have you, right? But really, all that is a metaphor of is rigid thinking, right? Typecasting, pigeonhole ideologies, right? If everyone's moving the same direction on the same road in the same set amount of lanes, no one is truly free, right? No one can deviate from the preordained, right? The predetermined path that is the highway or motorway, right? Yes, you can jump off into the side in the real world. We're talking in movie land, right? In metaphorical speak. You won't ever be able to be free if you're on the proverbial highway or motorway in life, right? You need to get off. You need to go through the countryside. You need to go through rural. You need to go through the city, right? And most of all, right? Most of all, just like the Romans, you need to make your own roads through the wilderness, right? And that then becomes a path for someone else, right? So the metaphor that I'm getting at here is try to break out of these stereotypes, rigid, formatted thinkings, preordained paths and professions, and create something new, right? If you ever truly want to be free, right? And not in the sense of free like the film and right, you can see the code and da-da-da. No, just mean like in real world, right? Freedom of thought, freedom of movement, freedom of information, right? That's why it's a thing, yeah? Don't get caught in the highway or the proverbial motorway of the world and of the internet, yeah? The information is out there, right? You can get your loadout just like that, yeah? You can learn Kung Fu just like that, right? You can have, do you know what's interesting? Why didn't they have a loadout of books instead of guns, right? But if you metaphorically look at it again, yeah, all that ammunition, all of those guns is information, right? It's information, it's knowledge to be studied, had, accumulated, and implemented, right? It's arsenal. Information is arsenal, right? Knowledge is firepower, right? Okay? And you're not going to be able to do much with that knowledge if you're stuck on a rigid path that is the motorway, the highway, yeah? The information highway, right? Get off, go for your side exits, go for your countrysides, your rural towns, your villages, and your cities, yeah? Explore what the world has to offer. Otherwise, the quote-unquote agents have an easy path to you and to your mind, right?